Hey, hello there, friends. Brian King here. Before we get started, just a few simple requests. If you're watching live, please type the number one or the word live in the comments. If you're watching replay, please type hashtag replay. And by all means, let me know where you're from. In one of my masterminds yesterday, I shared a story that I remembered, and it resonated really well. So I want to make sure I pass it on to you as well. A few years ago, I was watching a show called Undercover Boss. I don't even know if it's on anymore. But I remember this one specific episode where the boss for the 7-Eleven chain was, perusing some of his stores. And one thing he got wind of was one particular franchise that sold more coffee than any other store, maybe even in the state. I don't remember how big an area it was. But nonetheless, he went undercover to check out what was happening at this store. And what he found was one older lady, maybe in her late 60s or 70s, who was standing out there in front of the counter every morning, greeting people by name, saying, hey, do you want the usual? And sometimes getting their coffee for them, giving them a hug, asking them about their day, asking them about their family. This was a lady going above and beyond to get to know people. It was more than just a transaction for her. It was a relationship. And I don't know what your experience has been at 7-Elevens, but for me, it's been pretty transactional. So what he realized was, they weren't coming to get coffee from 7-Eleven. They were coming to get coffee from her. Now, let that sink in a little bit, because everybody's selling coffee these days. People let, Burger King is selling coffee, for crying out loud. When it's so, ubiquitous or so across the board that you can get coffee anywhere, why would people go out of their way to go to that one location to get coffee from that lady? It's the relationship. It's how they're treated when they show up. There are so many people that are selling widgets these days, selling things that anybody can sell. But only you can create that unique experience for people that they want to have over and over again. I can go get gas from dozens of gas stations. But if I like the way I'm treated when I'm there, that's where I'm going. There are McDonald's everywhere, but if there are certain people that I like seeing, I'm going to go there. The relationship personally, depending on your values, there are some people that like to really nickel and dime things, and I appreciate that. But in my case, and in the case of many, you want to go where you're going to feel like you matter, where someone's going to see you, where you feel appreciated, where they know your name. I mean, not that it's anything to brag about, but the pharmacist knows me by name. It just, it doesn't help that I need so many darn prescriptions these days. But just the fact that somebody takes that extra step to know you, to know a little bit about you, to know your kids' names. Yeah, they can look at the computer every single time to be reminded. But they take the extra step to make you a person, not just a transaction. So my action step for you is ask yourself, what extra step or steps can you take to make the people that you engage with on a daily basis feel seen by you, feel special, feel like because they showed up, you are going to make an extra effort to make sure that they feel valued by you. That's important not only in business, but in life. So spend some time thinking about that and let me know what you do with it. Before I let you go right now, I want to ask another question. Do you ever send texts to friends, asking for advice, asking for some support, bouncing ideas off them? You do, right? We all do these days. Well, what if you could do that with me? With my level of expertise, with my almost 30 years of experience and research and mindset, personal development, mindfulness, relationship strategies, what if you had me at your disposal, just one text away to help you? What would that be worth to you? If that's something you're interested in, shoot me off a message and we'll talk about the specifics. And please do not forget to share this with people that could benefit from it. I hope you have an awesome day. This has been Brian. Thanks for being you.